Welcome to the Peachtree Morning Show by DCI. It's a wise way to start the day. Hope you enjoy.
Hi, this is Geshe Michael Roach. Welcome to the Peachtree Morning Show. I hope you have a good breakfast and some coffee ready. We have two very cool guys from the Diamond Cutter Institute, which is a global organization. And I'd like to introduce first Brian Mendoza from Mexico City. I like to brag about our guests. Brian has a degree in pharmaceutical engineering. And then he moved on to being an online business consultant. And I said, well, what's the company? He says, well, I'm the IT manager for a very cool company called Diamond Cutter Institute. So thank you for being our IT manager. And thank you for all your hard work. And it's very nice to have you on the show today. My second guest today is Ana Ili. She was born in Romania, and now she works in the United Kingdom in London. She's been in the corporate world for 10 years. She's a graduate of the SCIM Teachers College in Sedona, Arizona. Now she's working on project management and cyber security for Vodafone, which is one of the largest phone companies in the world. They are very big in Europe. So it's so nice to have, two guys who are so smart and so good with the DCI system. And thank you for coming today. So what date is it? Anna's going to show us. This show is going to be 18th of May. And I'd like Anna's going to show us a question for today. You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Maite. I'm from Mexico and I found the Peachtree Morning Show on YouTube. There's something that isn't really clear to me, so I would like to ask what DCI is, how this system works, and what makes it so different from, let's say, law of attraction and other philosophies. Thank you.
Wow. Well, thank you. Thanks for the question. I think, Brian, you want to start off with some ideas about this question?
Yeah, I think it's a very cool question because when I started on this system, I kind of had the same questions. And I have learned some other, theories or philosophies. And one of them was actually law of attraction. And I thought to myself, well, what's the difference? And I could say that after applying it to my life for a couple of years, I would say that the main difference is DCI is a system that you have to take action in order for it to work. So, and actually, if we go deeper into it, we can even say that the DCI system explains why other things like law of attraction or statements work. So I think that's a very, very good way to think about this system. It's something, it could seem like similar, but to be honest, it's something completely different. What do you think, Anna?
First of all, I would like to mention the fact that I am not an expert on the law of attraction or any other systems that are in the personal development field, let's say. Because my first interaction with this type of systems was directly with the SID system from Diamond Cutter Institute. And afterwards, I didn't need anything else. It applies to everything. And that's why I like it so much, because it's so simple that it applies to everything. And regardless what you're talking about, at the base, it's the DCI system or the SID system. So for me, there isn't any other reason for which I would learn other methods or other systems, because I have the golden one.
I guess I'd say a couple of things. First of all, a lot of people, when they hear Diamond Cutter Institute, DCI, they say, oh, your business is to cut diamonds, And I say, well, no, not exactly. The name comes from an ancient book. It's almost 2,500 years old. It's the oldest printed book in the world. And in that book, They describe this idea like if you take a pen, then if you show it to a dog, they will chew it. And if you show it to a human, they will see a pen. So then we ask the question, which one is it really? And then you have to say, well, it's not really either one. It depends on whether you're a dog or a human, what you're going to see. So therefore, the pen is the pen is not a pen by itself. If a dog can see something else when they look at this blue stick, then we can say this is just some kind of blue stick, and a dog sees it as something to chew, and a human sees it as something to write with. And then they ask a big question: why? Why does a dog see something to chew? Why does a human see something to write with? And this ancient book says we have seeds in our mind. We have seeds in our mind, and when we look at this blue stick, Maite, the seed opens in that moment. We don't know because it's kind of invisible. And the seed opens, and like a picture of a pen goes onto this thing, and we see a pen, and a dog has a different seed. So when their seed opens, they see something to chew. So we say seed system means everything in the world is just kind of neutral. And then depending on what seed you have in your mind, you're going to see a pen, or you're going to see something to chew on. And seed system means we try to learn how to plant a seed on purpose, purposely. And then we can get the things we want. Like I use the seed system to start the largest diamond jewelry company in the world. And it was bought by Warren Buffett in 2009. And it worked for me. And so like that. Brian, what do you think about seed system?
Well, I have tried it in my life, as I mentioned at the beginning. And to be honest, it's something that is logic. So what I'm trying to say is, in difference with other philosophies, this system actually tells you step by step and the whys of what to do. And for me, it's a major thing, because sometimes every day there's a new philosophy out there, and they tell you a lot of things, but nobody explains you how and why. And I mean, the DCI system, as you mentioned, has a very old background and very solid foundations that we can apply today in our business. And I think that is a major thing. I have applied it in my business. I started like 2 years ago. I was in debt. Tomorrow, I'm gonna go pick up a card that I'm gonna give to my parents as a gift, thanks to this system.
Cool. Yeah.
And they still don't know that it's for them. They think it's for me.
Oh, cool.
And
Wow.
that's thanks to this system. So that's one
Cool.
thing I can say.
Yeah.
What about you, Anna?
What I can say is the fact that I know the DCI system for 2 years, 2 years and a half, something like that. And I fell in love. I fell in love with it immediately. When I read the book, the Diamond Cutter Business book, I was a team manager at the current employer that I am right now. I had about 12 people in my team, and it was very easy for me to implement the seed system in my team from a management role. It's extremely easy because it's just a change in the way you are thinking about your about your colleagues, because they are not your direct reports anymore. They are your colleagues. It's very subtle, but extremely important. And my first goal was very big. I wanted to triple my income through a promotion, through a promotion in the United Kingdom. And based on what you said, Brian, that it's a logical system. So I wanted more money. I started to plant money, to give a little bit from my salary. Every month when I was receiving my salary, the first thing that I was doing, I was making a small donation to an NGO to an NGO, depending on what I wanted in that particular month. And to get promotion, I started to really, really help the people in my team to get better jobs, even if that would have meant that they would have left my team.
Wow.
Yeah.
So after 1 year, 8 of my colleagues had promoted to other teams or in the same team.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah. And I promoted where I wanted. So that's really, really nice that when you have a clear goal, you want money and a promotion, you are planting the seeds for money and you are planting the seeds for promotion, and somehow it will grow into what you want or even bigger.
Yeah, even better. You said something really interesting that I didn't mention, and it's really important to mention. The way you plant the seed is by helping others, and that is the perfect thing for this system.
I love it.
Yeah, when you use this system, you not only make yourself successful, you make other people successful, and that is something really cool about this, right?
I was gonna say the exact same thing, you know, because it's a happy system. You know, it's a, you know, I lived a long life, and you have a choice in your life. You know, you can compete with other people. You know, you can try to fight for other people for promotion or more money. But in this system, you plant the seed for promotion and more money by helping other people. So I just want to say, you know, I'm doing this system for, I don't know, 35, 40 years. And it just makes you so happy because you're helping other people all the time. And if you do it intelligently, if you follow the 4-step system, then you also get everything you want. So I think it's not just a success system, but it makes the other people around you successful. And then that makes you very happy. And I think life, you got to have both. You got to have success and you got to be happy, because otherwise you're not really successful. Okay, what do you guys think?
I totally agree. And I actually have a question for you, Geshe Michael. You are the CEO of this business. You are the one that all the time is improving on the way we present these ideas to people. But I have a question. You took this knowledge from the old books. We know the oldest one is Diamond Cutter, which is more than 2000. You mentioned it at the beginning of this video. And I can help, well, you learn, I know for a fact that you learned this in a Buddhist monastery in Tibet. So the DCI system, you have to be a Buddhist or something to apply this?
Yeah, a lot of people ask me that question. I went to Mexico, your country. I went to Mexico City where you live. And actually I got an invitation from the Congress of Mexico, from the Mexican government. And they gave me a PhD, honorary PhD in the Congress during the Congress session. And I thought, wow, this is strange because the whole Congress is the Catholic Christian people, you know, they are not Buddhist, they are not interested in Buddhism, but they really like the DCI system. They think it's making people successful. Some of our programs are helping people all over Mexico. So yeah, definitely, Brian, I don't think you have to be a Buddhist at all. I think, you know, whatever country you live in, we teach in Kazakhstan, Indonesia, a lot of Muslim people. We teach Jewish people in Israel. We teach Christian people in Europe. And I think it doesn't really matter. It's not a religious thing. It's just that you're helping other people. And so it's a system of success. And it doesn't matter what's your background or what religion you are following, or if you're not interested in any religion, I think it's fine. You know, that's DCI. Yeah. Anna, what do you think?
I think that it would be very useful to share with our viewers the 4 steps very shortly.
Yeah, I was hoping you
talked about the seed system, but we haven't said exactly what it is.
Why don't you and Brian do the 4 steps?
Yeah. So Brian, let's do it in an interactive way. Yeah, I'm saying one step and then you the other one to be less to be more interesting. So the first step in the 4 steps or the DCI seed system is to know exactly what you want and to make it in a very short phrase, a simple phrase that is very clear to you. So you might say that you want a salary increase of 50% or 10%, or maybe you want a steady income or a growing business. Sorry, that was the timer that we should wrap up.
It's okay.
You can also say that you want a healthy body or a better relationship or a peaceful mind. So you need to know exactly what you want and to choose it. Yeah, so that's the first step, to choose what you want. Brian, can you tell us the second step?
Of course. Well, once you pick very carefully your first goal, your goal, your first step, then you have to think about someone who wants the same thing that you, and make a great plan to help him. To have it all clear in your mind, set the steps you're gonna take in order to help them, and then we go to the third step, which is Anna.
Which is to actually help that person, actually help them for, let's say, an hour a week. It doesn't have to be 10 hours a day. It needs to be constant effort, constant small effort in helping somebody else, in putting somebody else's objective higher than your own. Because in that hour when either you go for a coffee or you go to have a lunch or a brunch, or you can talk over the phone, or if you are in a lockdown you can meet over Zoom like we are right now. It doesn't matter the environment, the medium. What's very important is to actually help that person who wants something similar to what you want, or even the absolutely same objective. So this is the third step, to actually help that person 1 hour a week. And the fourth step, which is the most important one, Brian.
And my
Nice.
personal favorite, I have to say, is just to, well, in DCI we call it coffee meditation, but I like to call it the celebration time. So once you help the person, the people you're helping, once you make your plan, even when you're making your plan, you just have to go to bed, relax, have a nice cup of coffee next to you, and think about, celebrate about the great things you're doing to help these people becoming successful. Thinking you're in your mind how these people will be really, really happy when they achieve their goals, and try to imagine yourself achieving your goals, because this is a main topic in this point, because you're using a system in which instead of taking what you want, you are helping someone else to get it first. And that will create a happy world for everybody. Perfect
Yeah.
business, I would say.
Wow, you guys
Would
are
you?
amazing, amazing presentation. I'm gonna keep this forever. You guys, I'm really proud of you two guys. You really learned this system nice.
Thank you.
I thank you in the amazing presentation. So we're gonna have a show tomorrow, Tuesday. We're gonna have Raul from also from Mexico City, I think,
Yeah.
and Ella from China, from Shenzhen, China. So a cool combination tomorrow. You guys have a question that we're gonna cover tomorrow?
Yes, we have a question from Romania, from my home country.
Ooh.
Hello, Kisha Michael. Hello, teachers. My name is Delia and I'm from Romania. It's about education system. In our country, it's a little bit old. Kids struggle to find meaning in the content which is taught in the school, or to find living examples in their teachers, which I believe would help them learn much easier and with much fun. So, what is the seed we can plant as parents and kids to change the education system into a much enjoyable and valuable experience? Thank you.
Wow, what a great question.
Well, I like that enjoyable and valuable education for your kids, how to plant those seeds. That's going to be tough job for, I think Raul and Ella are both parents.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be a good question for tomorrow. Any other announcements, Brian? You got any?
Do we invite you to send your questions to seed questions at diamondcutterinstitute.com. And remember, please, this is really important. It's video vertical format, selfie style. We want to see your beautiful faces. Maximum 30 seconds, please. To seed questions at diamondcutterinstitute.com.
And then we would like to receive from you your favorite music that we will listen to during the weekends when we do not have the Peachtree Morning Show. And at the end of every week on Friday, we are going to announce who is the winner playlist that we are going to share on the media channels and we are going to enjoy during the weekend.
Okay, it should be a Spotify playlist. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, a Spotify playlist, yes.
And now, would you like to do that, Geshe Michael? That announcement?
Yeah, we have a special class for starting on May 19th, and it will go almost every day until June 2nd. And we are doing, we have a team of people who are translating the ancient books and the great ancient books. So we are working on 10 different ancient books. And you're very welcome to attend these online classes. There will be 65 of these classes and in about two weeks. And it's gonna be amazing. If you really want to go swimming in the great ideas of ancient history of Asia, then you're welcome to contact mixednutsclass@gmail.com. And that's it for today, you guys. And thank you for being my guest. You guys, I thought maybe it's going to be a strange combination, Romania and Mexico, but it seems like it's working very well. And I'm very grateful to have you guys. I hope you'll come back on Wednesday and we'll do it again.
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting us. Bye.
Thanks for watching today's Peachtree Morning Show. See you next time.